Well, it was bound to happen at some point, and a trade has finally happened for the Rangers. Frank Vetrano is a New York Ranger, and in exchange, the Florida Panthers acquired a fourth round pick. So we're going to dive deep into how Frank Vetrano is, and I'm going to give my thoughts and opinions on the trade. I can say right off the bat, I do not care about the trade at all in terms of what the Rangers gave up, a fourth round pick. Yeah, I'll do that in a heartbeat for a guy like Frank Vetrano. This is a great trade. The Rangers already have another fourth round pick from the Winnipeg Jets. I believe that might have been the Brendan Lemieux trade, honestly, from when they acquired him. So yeah, I'm definitely a huge fan of this trade for Florida. In their case, they clear more cap space for the trade deadline. And then in our case, we bolster the depth that we desperately needed, as we know, for the third and fourth line, as this team has just been riddled with injuries with Kako, Rooney, Blay. The depth has just been completely depleted, and Frank Vetrano definitely shores that depth up. I'm not sure if he can play on the right wing. He is listed as a left winger, though, at least on Hockey Reference. Let me check, though, quickly on something like Cat Friendly, but you'd have to imagine that the Rangers either way are going to try him on the right wing. He could play on the right wing. He's listed as a right winger mainly there. So that is perfect. You get a guy that could play either wing, and it's going to work out. He could slot in on the second power play unit, which desperately needs to get better too, because who are we running out there right now? Philip Hedl, Barclay Goodrow, and Alexi Lafreniere in the forward group. You could maybe take Keandre Miller off that and then put Vetrano on. Have Jacob Trouba quarterback in that second unit. You have some options there, or maybe you feel like taking Hedl off. You could do a lot of different things, but he did play on the power play in Florida a bit this year. He only has, I think, one power play point, though. He has, no, two, my bad. He has a goal and an assist on the power play. Short-handed, he doesn't do anything, but I'd imagine that the Rangers are going to try him short-handed because this guy is pretty solid defensively, at least according to his JFresh card. So they could try him there. And this is what stands out to me the most this is what stands out the most to me. That's what I meant to say about Frank Vetrano. His Corsi 4 at a 54.8% at even strength. Yeah, that is something that the Rangers desperately need, as we know. And I feel like he's just going to complement that third line so perfectly. As much as it was cool seeing Johnny Broadway there for a bit, right? No, he's probably going to move down to the fourth line. Maybe Greg McKegg's out, or knowing our luck, Brzezinski's just going to be out of the lineup, and then Greg McKegg will be down on the fourth line. So either way, this just makes the third line so much better. You have Barclay Goodrow, Philip Hedl, and now you have Frank Vetrano on either the right or the left side. I don't know how they're going to do it. I guess it depends on who's more comfortable between Goodrow and Vetrano on each. Maybe he even goes on the second line until Kako is back, or until we make another acquisition. Got a lot of options, but let's just dive into the basic numbers with him, because we went over the course. He had even strength, but let's get into the actual numbers with him. By the way, for all, 56.1% Corsi. And this guy, in his entire career, even strength, only 1 year has his Corsi been below 50%. And in that 1 year was the 18-19 season, and it was 49.9. So yeah, this guy, every time he's on the ice, his team has control of the puck. And that shows also that with the Panthers and the Bruins, specifically with the Panthers, when they weren't this high competitive team that they are right now, it just shows that he is a good player, and that's how much of an impact he makes. His career year was in that 2018-2019 season, believe it or not, where in 81 games, he had 39 points, 24 goals, 15 assists. Are we going to see that? We'll see, maybe. But I still think that you're going to get some solid production from him. This year right now, in 49 games played, he has 10 goals and 9 assists for 19 points. He's a -2 right now, but I'm pretty sure he's better defensively. He's only taken 16 minutes worth of penalties, but that is in 49 games, so it's not too bad. His shooting percentage at 9.5%. So, yeah, he's not a guy really that either way, you're not relying on him to score a lot of goals. You are for depth scoring, but that's really about the exception there. He's played 598 minutes in total. His average time on ice is about 12 minutes. So, yeah, that tells you right there. basically a bottom six guy. He scored 2 goals last game, though, against the San Jose Sharks, which is interesting enough. Face-off percentage, which doesn't matter because he's a winger, 40.9%. Again, I don't know if they're going to try him at center, so that's just kind of why I mention it. So he doesn't have a history of taking a lot of face-offs. Don't think they're going to try him out there. Hits, 48 hits on the year. You have to imagine that goes up to what it was like in the 2018-2019 season, and then 2019 and 2020, where he was getting over 100 hits. You have to imagine with the Gallant system, that's going to go up, and I'm all for that. All for that. So, yeah, like I said, the Rangers had a lot of cap space to begin with, so I'm completely fine with adding Frank Vatrano at his $2.6 million cap hit, as well as giving up that 4th round pick, because as I mentioned, they have an extra 4th. So you're not really losing out on much there. It is going to be interesting to see how Gallant decides to use him, but my God, am I just such a fan of this trade? And thank God that the Rangers didn't go out there. There's still time for them to, but thank God they didn't go out there and give up like a 2nd round pick for Vatrano, or give a top end prospect, or even give out a guy like, I don't know, like Carl Henriksen, who could have some upside still. We don't know really. That thank God that it was just a 4th round pick, which is essentially nothing, because who knows what Florida is going to draft with that pick. Who knows if they're even going to keep that pick. Maybe they use that pick to help themselves at this year's deadline to get a player as an upgrade for Vatrano. Who knows what happens with that pick? At the end of the day, it doesn't matter, because whoever gets drafted with that, it doesn't necessarily mean that's the guy that the Rangers were going to draft. It's the 4th round after all. So at the end of the day, I'm very happy with the trade. Let me know what you guys think. This is a bit of a shorter video. Sorry if you were expecting me to scream and get hype like Frank Vatrano, baby. No, I'm happy about the trade. I'm very happy about it. But I'm not going to be screaming my head off. I'm not going to be jumping up and down over Frank Vatrano. He's a good acquisition, but it's not like, yeah, if we went out and got Tomas Hertl, or went out and got any of the top end guys here at the trade deadline, then that's when the excitement level is up here. But speaking of the trade deadline, I do want to let you guys know, if you're considering subscribing, this is your first video, you definitely should, because for the trade deadline, I'm going to be live on the Sunday of before the deadline and the Monday of the trade deadline. So we're going to be doing a lot here with the deadline on the channel. Videos, it's mainly only going to be about the Rangers if they make a trade. But in terms of anything else, if any other teams make a trade, the live stream is the place to be for that. But like I said, be sure to subscribe if you guys are new. If you're Florida fans, please let me know more about Frank Vatrano in the comment section. Ranger fans, let me know what you guys think of the trade. Overall, you should be happy. It's a 4th round pick for a clear-cut upgrade over Julian Gauthier, Greg McKegg, Johnny Brzezinski, Tim Gettinger, all of those guys that have been playing. But let me know what you guys think. Be sure to leave a like on the video if you did enjoy. Subscribe if you guys are new, especially for your Ranger fans, as we cover the Rangers here pretty much every game. Well, we do every game, but we cover everything New York Rangers here. Turn notifications on as well, and I will see you guys in the next one. Let's go Rangers, and welcome to New York, Frank Vatrano.